Coming up, Valdosta shows its appreciation for fallen veterans.
And citizens get their hearts racing while honoring military personnel.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Hello, welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Tishelle Williams.
And I'm Hannah Hedges. Yesterday, Valdosta celebrated and memorialized the lives of fallen soldiers and those that continue to serve our country. The city of Valdosta held a Memorial Day ceremony Friday that commemorated the brave pioneers of the nation. Reporter Chandler D. Jackson has more.
What does Memorial Day mean to the nation?
Memorial Day is one of America's most cherished and patriotic observances.
Dozens came out on Memorial Day to commemorate the lives of those who were lost during battle.
Sweet land of liberty, land where my fathers died, land of the
Some keynote speakers at the Memorial Day event included Bill McLaughlin, Ed Kent, Ellis Black, Bill Slaughter, Mayor John Gale, Chris Prime, and Brian Childress.
Thank you for those who have served in the armed services.
The citizens of Georgia must never take for granted our privileges and freedom or forget to give thanks and honor to those who risked their lives so that we may enjoy
Veterans and community members alike gathered at Sunset Hill Cemetery to pay homage this Memorial Day.
Present arms!
To me, today is one of the most important days that we celebrate.
I feel that Memorial Day is important. It's very important because of the sacrifice that the military, the soldiers gave for our freedom.
A nation that has fought many battles to keep our country free.
It is a special day that we should never forget and honor those that have gone before us and those that have given the ultimate sacrifice. And we should remember them for always.
Some military officials have taken the liberty of placing these small United States of America flags at the grave sites of some of those fallen soldiers. With News Valdosta, I'm Chandler D. Jackson.
This weekend, News Valdosta reporter Greg McCarthy attended the Chapter 1000 Military Order of the Purple Heart to see how they honor Memorial Day. Here's more on the story.
On Saturday, the Chapter 1000 Military Order of the Purple Heart held a Memorial 5K run, where current and retired veterans, military family members, and children participated in the races. And each participant received a medal and the same outcome.
Victory! We're holding a Memorial 5K, an attempt to raise some money to be able to help the homeless veterans in the area, along with any veteran that's in need. It's very important for Americans to celebrate Memorial Day. It's the day that we need to remember those who fought and died for this country, because without them we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have every day.
Chapter 1000 is actually made up of all combat wounded veterans. They have a lot of different programs going on, one of which is these care packages here. We call it Operation Leave No Man Behind.
We need to remember all the people who are under the ground because they gave their lives. And the things we got to remember is that these weren't older folks who died in these wars. They were young folks in the prime of their lives who passed away, and we need to honor their memory.
Now that we know the true meaning of Memorial Day and what this event covers, we know that it's not about barbecues or an extended vacation, but to honor and respect the fallen ones who gave their life for this country, both in the past and the present today. With News Valdosta, I'm Greg McCarthy.
Last Friday, 2 vehicles were involved in an accident that left one of the drivers with minor injuries. Brianna Hines has more.
Right behind where I'm standing, Friday, May 23rd, a car accident occurred.
This accident occurred along the intersection of Baytree Road and South Sherwood Drive, located by the Cozen Home Depot and several other businesses. Luckily, no one was hurt from the incident, although one lady was taken to the hospital, but only to check for head injury.
Yeah, I was actually driving down Bay Tree. I was at the red light right over where kind of the crossway from the mall. I seen like a little commotion. It was a black car and a blue one. I believe they were trying to basically intersect, and I guess that's what happened with the accident, but they were basically trying to intersect over here next to Home Depot and Kohl's.
Police directed traffic as the roads were clean and the cars were towed away.
Yeah, I was riding in my car passing the train tracks, and I saw a blue car and a black car. The blue car was coming in this direction, and the black car was coming from right here. I guess they were coming from the bank, and both of them tried to go at the same time. Somebody had to run a red light, and they just collided, and the black car spun out of control and stopped right here next to the curb, and the blue car ended up over here.
After a brief delay of traffic, cars are now able to go back to their normal routine. With News Valdosta, I am Brianna Hines.
Valdosta State University faculty and students prepared for an active shooter in hopes of being prepared for any possible incidents in the future. Ashley Morrison has more on the drill.
On Friday at Valdosta State University, an active shooters drill took place.
An alert was sent out to Valdosta State University students that the active shooter drill had started. Police, ambulances, and fire trucks came to make sure that the people were safe. The drill took place at two locations, the Student Union and West Hall. From the drill, approximately 9 people were injured and 1 died. The police blocked off people from going in and out of the buildings.
So basically, I was asked to come here today to be a victim in this active shooter drill, and I was dressed up with a bullet wound on my arm, and I thought I was going to have a hard time acting this stuff out, but whenever we got into the simulation and there was a shooter chasing after me, I had no problem screaming and everything like that, and it got real. Like the police, they tell you to get on the ground, and if not, they're gonna like pretend shoot you. So yeah, it was a real simulation, and I feel like if this was real life, I'm more prepared now, having had gone through this simulation.
Some may have learned from this active shooter drill, but others were disappointed.
We were in there for 20 minutes following protocol, and somebody just came from across campus to make a delivery. And we were kind of taken aback by that because we figured if it was a drill, then people shouldn't be allowed through the lines. And we went out and we handled the delivery, and then we noticed there were people with their doors open, people walking around, and we were confused because nobody had ever notified us that the drill was over.
Well, there you have it. Valdosta State University is now prepared for an active shooter. With News Valdosta, I'm Ashley Morrison.
When we come back, a new high school will be coming to Valdosta.
And a VSU faculty member has received a very notable award. Stay with us.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step."
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Dr. James Archibald of VSU is the recipient of this year's National Contribution to Student Affairs Through Teaching Award. According to Archibald, 17 of his students wrote letters on his behalf to the selection panel explaining how he has enhanced the student affairs profession. Archibald has held numerous leadership positions within the student affairs field, and he's also responsible for helping graduates land jobs after college. Archibald will represent Georgia for the 2015 Robert H. Schaefer Outstanding Faculty Member Award. The winner will be announced next January.
Architects Altman and Barrett recently sat down with the Valdosta Board of Education to further discuss plans for the new Valdosta High School. The property, which is a total of 185 acres and 425,000 square feet, was purchased 2 years ago. Construction is projected to begin January 2016 and will be completed August 2018. The school is to resemble a college with a food court-like cafeteria and a fine arts facility. The cost of the project is expected to be around $83 million, but the final cost won't be known until a construction manager is chosen.
E-cigarettes have been under the radar and skirting regulations that conventional cigarettes must follow. But this could soon change. Researchers in the School of Public Health at Georgia State University will receive $19 million over 5 years to explore the marketing of tobacco and nicotine products. The research will help define future regulations that may soon be enforced by the FDA and National Institute of Health. This is the largest grant in the university's history and will be used to establish one of 14 tobacco centers of regulatory science.
Saving the lives of students trying to walk to and from school has been the job of Deborah Sims for 10 years. For her hard work and dedication to this position, Sims has been named Crossing Guard of the Year by Valdosta Police Department Commander Eugene Bell. During the ceremony at Greenleaf Rehabilitation Center, Sims expressed her gratitude and appreciation for the award and plans to continue to ensure the safety of the students walking to and from Valdosta Middle School.
For the first time since 2009, the Valdosta Boys and Girls Club have hired King Bridges as their new full-time athletic director. For 17 years, Bridges directed the Barron County's Recreation Authority. As a new asset to the Valdosta Boys and Girls Club, Bridges plans to contribute plenty to the club's growth and success. Plans for a baseball program will be in effect this upcoming fall, and Bridges is hopeful that more children will want to join additional club programs.
The Peach State Summer Theater is celebrating 25 years of musical theater. To do this, the theater will present a live stage version of Disney's Mary Poppins. This musical is based on the 1964 Disney movie and the stories of P.L. Travers. The first show opens June 6th. Tickets are $25 for adults, $20 for seniors, and $18 for groups. When we come back, we'll take a look at our local weather with Joy Cohn. Stay with us.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
We had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend, but it was hot. So let's turn to weather anchor Joy Cohn to see if we're going to get a break from this heat. Joy, what's the weather looking like?
Thanks, Hannah. I hope everyone enjoyed the sunny weather this holiday weekend. This week is definitely not starting off like last week. Today's high will be 90 degrees and partly cloudy. There's a 40% chance of rain and scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, so be sure to travel with your umbrella or rain jacket. Tonight we may have thunderstorms with a 30% chance of rain. The temperature is expected to drop to 70 degrees, not the ideal weather for outings, so grab your favorite blanket, hop on the couch, and catch up on some of your favorite shows. Tomorrow, the high is 91 degrees with a 50% chance of rain, so prepare for another wet day. The low will be 69 degrees with a 40% chance of rain tomorrow night. The UV index is 9, which is still pretty high on the 12-point scale, so you probably still need to take precautions to protect your skin. The pollen count is low to medium today. This count tends to only affect persons extremely sensitive to predominant pollen, so you should be comfortable breathing today. Back to you ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Joy. Up next, Ashley Mooneyhan will update us on the Lady Blazers softball team.
Don't go away.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Get your ass up. You're not in here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back.
Now let's go to Ashley Mooneyhan for our local sports. Ashley?
Thanks, Michelle. The Valdosta Blazers softball team had a hot weekend at the Division II National Tournament. They started off the tournament on Thursday with an 8-5 win against Wayne State. On Friday, they defeated Dixie State 8-0, and on Saturday, they beat Southern Oklahoma 5-3. That win advanced them to the national championship game that took place yesterday afternoon. It was a close game, but the Blazers ended up losing 3-2 against West Texas A&M. Overall, the Blazers had an awesome weekend showing off their skills to the other teams. Congratulations, ladies, for a great season, and we're looking forward to another one. Matthew Fears, a senior second baseman for Valdosta State University, was named an honorable mention All-American on Friday. After Fears had injuries shortened his first season at VSU, he stayed healthy in 2014 and became the first Blazer to earn All-American status since 2010. Yesterday's Blazers game against the Red Sox started off with the Braves holding on to a 6-1 lead after 4 innings. The game made a quick turnaround when the Braves blew a 5-run lead and watched the Red Sox take over the game with an 8-6 win. This game snapped the Red Sox 10-game losing streak. The VSU club rugby team will be seeking a championship win this weekend as they play in the National Championship Small College Rugby Organization's Sevens National Tournament in Philadelphia. The club has only been around since 2010, and although they have had much success, they have yet to reach the same amount of recognition as other sports at Valdosta State University. So maybe a good outcome from this tournament will help with that. The VSU club rugby team will open up the national tournament this Saturday at 9:10 a.m. against Richmond. Adam Scott just celebrated his first week as the #1 golfer in the world by winning the Crown Plaza Invitational in Texas on Sunday. Although Scott was under the pressure of living up to the title as #1, that didn't stop Scott from taking the lead over Jason Duffner at the playoff game when he made a 7-foot birdie putt on the 3rd hole. The NCAA Division I baseball tournament is coming to Tallahassee. Regional sites for the baseball tournament was announced, and amongst the 16 locations chosen, Florida State University was named as one of the host institutions. This honor Lowndes awards host teams a spot in the 64-team championship field. The 16 regionals are scheduled from May 30th to June 2nd. That's all for your sports. Back to you ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Ashley. When we come back, the Valdosta Lowndes County Library is giving people a chance to have fun while staying cool from the blazing sun.
And a new rule on school vaccines is in effect. Stay with us.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The Valdosta Lowndes Regional Library will be hosting its last free yoga class on Thursday at 10 a.m. Adults and teens are encouraged to attend. If you do plan on attending, make sure to bring your own mat. Sign-up sheets are located at the reference and circulation desk in the library. For more information on this free event, contact the Valdosta Lowndes Regional Library.
A new rule by the Georgia Department of Public Health is requiring students to provide proof of vaccination. Students born on or after January 1st, 2012, entering or transferring into 7th grade will need to have proof of vaccination for whooping cough, Tdap, and MCV4. This will also apply to any new entrants into 8th grade through 12th grades. The law affects all public and private schools in Georgia. More information on the recommended vaccines for students can be found on the website for the Federal Centers for Disease Control.
What do you do when you can't make a phone call to 911? Well, you may soon be able to text in your emergency. Sprint, Verizon Wireless, T-Mobile, and AT&T are all providing text to 911 services to local governments that want it. Paulding County is the only area in Georgia to use this service so far. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Tichelle Williams.
And I'm Hannah Hedges. We'll see you again tomorrow.